Gandhi once said that there is enough for everyone's need, but not sufficient for even one person's greed. And the global greed today is the fossil fuels. We can't even imagine that how many economic crises and cold wars are going on in this world right now because of these fossil fuels. And it's high time now that we should shift to biodiesel. Now, the question arises, what is a biodiesel? Biodiesel is an alternative fuel which is quite similar to the conventional fuels like petrol and diesel, and is prepared through a trans-esterification process of vegetable oil, cooking oil, used or unused cooking oil, and even animal fats. In other words, if I say it is a fuel that can be grown in your farms and can be processed and developed in your backyard. See, we all are either science or commerce students, so we can't just say with conformism that biodiesel is better. It requires rigorous research and analysis. So let us begin with the SWOT analysis of biodiesel. Biodiesel has numerous advantages. Some of the advantages are as follows. It can be easily prepared from the easily available raw materials like used or unused cooking oil. The calorific value of the biodiesel ranges from 17 to 37 megajoule per kg depending on the quality of the feedstock, which is surprisingly just 9% lower than the conventional fuel. Moving ahead, you can see that it has higher flash point as compared to the petroleum, which makes it easier to transport and less prone to accidents. It is very eco-friendly and non-toxic. As no sulfur is present in the raw material, no SO2 or SO3 will be released. CO2 emissions will go down by 15% and the overall greenhouse gas emission will go down by massive 15%. Now let us take a look at the flip side of the coin. Due to high ranges in the quality of the biodiesel, we will require high quality checks before the commercialization. It is a very highly water intensive process. But in a country like India, we can use rabi crops like mustard for the biodiesel production, which are less water intensive. The NO2 emissions will slightly increase by 10% because of the presence of nitrogenous bases in the feedstock. Moreover, it is not usable in the low temperature, but we can use antifreezant liquid which will make it usable at even minus 10 degrees Celsius. Biodiesel is a great opportunity for India. We can produce barrels and barrels of biodiesel because of the ubiquitous presence of the raw material in the area, which will lead to increase in the exports, which will increase the forex reserve. And India being the 5th largest automobile manufacturer of the world, we can produce a series of new vehicles which can run on biodiesel. Moreover, as a matter of fact, in USA, 33% of transportation needs is carried out by biodiesel only. If used in its purest form, it can be also used as jet and aviation fuel. The byproducts of the biodiesel are soap and glycerol, which can be massively used in the cosmetic industries. And most importantly, because of the ethanol blending program, it is in very tune with the government's aims and initiatives. See, no journey of success is without hurdles. And in similar way, we have some threats as well in this journey. The most important hurdle here is the OPEC, that is the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries. India being the one of the largest importer of crude oil in the world. And if India enters the biodiesel market, it will be the great loss for the OPEC. Moving ahead, paid media like Al Jazeera and Qatar, which is an oil producing country, and Global Times China, will try to spread xenophobia and try to just figure out the disadvantages of the biodiesel, because of which it will pose a threat to this situation. Elon Musk, the one Twitter man, the one tweet man, and the owner of Tesla, $1 trillion company, he is himself very well aware that biodiesel is much better as compared to lithium-ion battery as a fuel, because it is much eco-friendly today. And that's why he will try to negatively affect people's brain in order to increase the profits. Now let us take a glance at our journey of making this biodiesel sample.
In foreign countries, soybean oil is used as a raw material for making biodiesel. But as India is the second largest mustard producer of the world, we can avail a maximum amount of mustard at very cheaper rates. Let us take a look at the flow chart to understand better. The government buys mustard at 4,000 rupees per quintal. So for making the oil, rupees 10 per kg is enough, including all the expenses. After the maximum GST rate is 28%, the customer will get biodiesel at 62.6 rupees per litre. Now this is way lower than the petrol, CNG and diesel rates. On the level of MSMEs, one can set up a biodiesel production unit at 7.5 lakh rupees and can earn up to 1.5 crore rupees annually. There are numerous economic benefits of biodiesel production to India. First of all, we can reduce our foreign dependence on Middle Eastern countries and reduce imports by a huge amount. The biodiesel production will reduce the amount by 17 lakh crore rupees and make export boost up in the economy. Also, biodiesel production will create employment and also will boost the economy, making and increasing the GDP. The farmers of the India will have greater improving conditions because of increasing energy demands. The rise in production and the rise in income will also improve the lifestyle of farmers, which will also drop the suicide rates of the farmer, which is quite high in these times. So, before entering into the market, we should analyze various aspects of our market, like sales, growth, demand, and market size, etc. Looking at these charts, we can say that there is exponential growth in production as well as revenue. Despite any COVID restrictions and recessions, the dip was not that low. The market is growing at the rate of 8.60% per annum, and it's going to sustain this growth till 2030. Also, the market is going to touch 50,000 crore rupees by 2025. In financial year 2021, the production was 0.17 million tons and it's going to reach 0.30 million tons by 2030. Looking at these stats, we can say that entering into the biodiesel market is not a bad option at all. How can we promote the biodiesel market? We can sign up with big companies, PSUs or government ministries like Bharat Oil, ONGC. Big companies like Tata, Ambani, etc. will also be a boon to this sector. Also, we can fuel up the transportation department as well as the logistic department to cut up the transportation cost by a huge cost. We can advertise the biodiesel products and its benefit and make aware to the people about biodiesel products by advertisements like social media, posters, hoardings, by conducting several debates on pros and cons of biodiesel, as well as we can also conduct various speeches by influential speakers. This will also make people aware about biodiesel and its pros and cons. So if you have any questions regarding to this biodiesel, we are open to answer.
Any questions? So I think I have made my point in explaining you all about the biodiesel. So I would like to conclude that after analyzing the biodiesel, economically, scientifically, and even geopolitically, we can say with confidence that biodiesel is a better fuel as compared to the conventional fuel, diesel, and CNG even. And with this, thank you for giving us this opportunity. I am Priyanshu Mishra.
I'm Naman Pura,
Signing off.